first thing I do when I'm scraping the wax off is to run down the center groove with one of these tools. Again, I'll do some more close-ups later, but this is a pencil looking thing, and then this is more a little bit older school kind. It's got some two rounded corners on it, and basically just clear that center groove out. And yes, this waxing process does make a bit of a mess, but that's why I do it in the garage and not in my bedroom. Another thing you can do as after you finish scraping out the groove here is to run one of the edges of where these little round pieces connect back to the tool, run it over the corner there, and clear off any wax that may have dripped over the edge. Again, you don't really have to obsess over this kind of thing. Just do your best to get as much of it off as possible. And if you're not racing and some of that wax is still left on there, you're going to scrape it off when you're out there skiing anyway. So, all right, the next part of scraping is to actually scrape it with this plastic hand scraper. I got this file here. You kind of keep the edges sharp, so I run it over a couple of times just to square off the edges. And clearly I have not put wax over the scale pattern, and I'm not going to scrape over the scale pattern either. There's no reason to. I will brush over it, and you saw me brush it out when I cleaned it, but I'm not applying any actual wax to the scale pattern of the grip zone. And one of the nice things about scraping too is you can kind of evaluate the wax, because what it will also do is pull up if there is dirt or debris stuck in there. You can kind of look in these flakes of wax and say, oh, yeah, that's a little bit black right there, so there was some dirt in there. Some people actually just wax with a really inexpensive general purpose wax just to draw out the dirt and the debris that's trapped in those fibers, and then they'll go ahead and brush out and do it with the real wax that they want to use. Scraping of the ski can take longer on skis that are older and more beat up. What can happen is towards the edges where you're using the stop, that can get shaved down, and it can kind of create this, dome-like profile. And therefore, just running a flat scraper over it may not get all that wax. So then you got to kind of angle it slightly, and ultimately that's how long it takes, a couple minutes.